What's up, Twitch chat? What's up to the YouTube viewership, man? Please hit the like button and please comment whatever you guys want to hear about on the podcast or what you also enjoyed on the podcast. Let me know. But this is Needed Podcast episode 18. We've been doing this for 18 weeks now. It feels like a quarter of a year. I mean, it's almost a third of a year going with the Needed Podcast. I appreciate all the support you guys have given me, all the positive feedback and all the positive energy. It's really what is needed to continue to do this, man. But it's been a quiet week. Everybody's kind of hiding. Everybody's getting ready for the Draft Champions tournament that is coming up this week. Is the online elimination. I believe everybody can draft tomorrow night, and I believe the single elimination starts on Thursday, all the way going on until over the weekend, and the last group stage might be Saturday, Sunday, whatever it may be. But everybody's getting ready for that, so everybody's kind of chilling. Everybody's relaxing, preparing for that. It's tough to prepare for Draft Champions, but I definitely wouldn't be playing any other mode other than Draft Champions if that's what was coming up in the tournament now. I personally like the mode. I think it's exciting not having to chase Michael Vick around all the time. I think it's a challenge having to freestyle some offense here and there. But other people hate it. I just think that you just got to get used to it. It's just a little bit different than all the other modes. Every mode is a little bit different. Raise is different. Draft Champions is different. Straight Mutt and then Salary Cap, they're all different. They all play fast or slower. They all play just a little bit different. You can get away with certain things on certain modes. But we'll be excited for that. I wish we had like an online bracket of who plays who replied to their emails, who doesn't, who didn't show up, or what the bracket's looking like. That would be amazing. It's going to be pretty wild to see how that actually, so they actually, the podcast or the tournament actually gets seen. The bracket would be dope to look at, but we'll see how they put it all together. It's going to be 128 people or something like that going ahead and in the single elimination to start. So that's pretty wild to have that much single elimination for the great players. But that will be, we'll definitely talk about that next week when we see all the matchups and we see all the games. Hopefully a lot of people stream. I will tell you this, streaming a Draft Champions tournament is pretty much the worst thing you could do, man. So if you're thinking about streaming Draft Champions, man, you want to grow a channel or whatever, isn't the best idea to stream draft champions, because I'll tell you why about streaming draft champions is because in draft champions you have no idea what the other person's doing. Like, even if it's someone that's popular for doing something all the time, he might get a different book. He might have to do something wild, and for you to stream and show somebody what you want to do is really negative, especially with even your players and your playbook. I wouldn't stream any of that, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, I would definitely love to watch them, as much as I want to tell you guys not to, because it's smarter not to. I would also love to watch everybody play, man. That's going to be dope. We'll see what everybody does, and hopefully we get a bracket at some point. I mean, we're 2 days away right now from the online elimination, so hopefully we get a bracket. But it's been 2 weeks now, or this is the third show since the Madden Club Championship, and there's still so many games to get to, so many games to talk about, man. And I want to say there was probably 30 games played, and probably at least half of them were really good and we could really talk about. We went over everything, obviously, with Pavin about him winning, went over all of his games, and definitely went all over CLEFF games last week. So today, just two other games that I liked, I watched and saw, and obviously were two of the more entertaining games, whether it be for fluky stuff, whether it be for capping on the stage or whatever it may be. These were two of the more exciting games, and the first one I'm going to go to is the Crush vs. Joke game. Really anticipated this game because you have two like crew member guys. They're kind of facing off. You obviously got EMB and Joke. Joke is like the leader of EMB, obviously, and great defensive player. Always been an average to below average offensive player. I don't even think he's been average to below average. He just makes mistakes, like big mistakes. Obviously, we talked about it 2 weeks ago. That's what cost him versus Pavin. That one wheel route, pick six, killed him. And this was the game versus Crush. Obviously, Crush is the PlayStation 4 with Jeff and KIV and Wesley and everything. So these guys are all play a lot. So it's kind of like you get to see when you see a matchup like this, you get to see, all right, this is what KIV and them are thinking. And then on the flip side, you get to see, oh, this is what Ghost and Joke and those guys are really thinking. And you see Joe's always a good defensive player. Michael Vick. See, draft champions, that's a sack or a throwaway instantly, and that's 2 yards. Because he didn't protect. He got two people running free at him, and Michael Vick was able to get away. I promise, I don't think Madden 19 is bad. I really think it's a pretty decent game. But if it didn't have Michael Vick, I think it would be fabulous. But I would say another thing, people, Crush wasting a timeout so early in the game. Like, when I look at this, like, what could make you call timeout with 18 seconds on the play clock, 2nd and 8? You know what I mean? I wouldn't. I don't know. These kids nowadays. They just like you have 18 seconds. You can audible to so many different things. What happened? Did you have like? Looked like he might have had Whitney in the game, and that's a mistake. Yep, he had Whitney. So he's trying to do a post route. So this is a mistake early. I didn't even notice this. I don't. You guys probably never noticed it either. But he's trying to do a hot route, 2nd and 8. And he has Whitney here, and it's put him in a curl. So he can't do his route chem because Whitney is in a curl, and he's like, oh, crap. Now, me personally, I'd probably run. It's tough but it is tough to give up a play on first down or on second down after you kind of gave up a play to first down. It's kind of tough to run the ball and make this 3rd and 8. When you kind of got to use this second down to get some yards. So obviously it sucks to use a timeout, but you got to be prepared. You can't have Whitney in the game right there. So anyway, so on and so forth. He actually, I don't know what happened. Damn, he got picked that early. So he goes in here, puts his wide receiver in the game, and bang. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's when he got hit stick. The first completion. I mean, there's one thing. Obviously, we all like flipping around, spinning the B button is huge for everybody. But this was a little bit wild as far as spinning is concerned. Definitely got a little crazy with all the spins on this play. Bang, another one, and then Dawkins just kills him. And that's why, like I said, Joke said he put all these hitters in the secondary so you can't get away with stuff like that. And that's kind of already started. For some reason, everybody hates Joke. I'm going to be honest. Everybody hates Joke. And so people want to beat Joke more than they want to beat everybody else in the whole world. And honestly, a lot of the chat and a lot of the community want Joke to lose more than anybody. You know what I'm saying? So they already want to beat him. So Joke already capping at him early. So to get a fumble on your first play is definitely big. Like I said, and Joke put all his cap on offense to go ahead and so he could score. You know, this is a morale setup that Ghost we saw T. Davis use in Arizona the most, really. And an overthrow right there with the wheel route to the running back or that mesh post type wheel route to the running back. And that's able to, it can be like nice little sneaky dot along with the hitch in the post. So anyway, so on and so forth. Joke goes down. He turns the ball over. Did he not get this fourth down? I guess he didn't. Shoot. 4th and 4. What does Joke go for on 4th and 4? Same thing, really. Wow, he really just kind of got, the playmaker kind of got a little cheated as far as where it was. I was running the hitch. It's like, one thing about Madden, like the players, like they really don't know where the line is. Where in real life, Moss might have reached out or he would have fought for that first down, which I've never been a component. And once again, Joke calling timeout on defense. I don't know. I hold my timeouts. I would never use a timeout in a game. But obviously, you both got 2 stops early in the game, so once again, it screams at him again. Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp was a monster for everybody in this tournament, man. I really think, see now, Crush starts capping. So Joke is old. Like, not old like age, but Joke has been around a long ass time, right? So he's played a lot of Madden games, probably for over a decade playing Madden. So he's been capped at and capped to a million times by a bunch of people. Now I see Crush getting down, obviously, after that fumble, going to do it. So he's feeling good right now. Crush is feeling good, moving the ball, but he's going to a dangerous game. Like, Crush hasn't, this is Crush's biggest game he's ever played, period. It is. And it's the first, I don't know what his background is, where he's from, how many games, how many underground tournaments and things like this, but when you start capping with somebody, you have to be really about that. That really has to be part of your game, really. Like, obviously people like Joel will always, that's part of their game, to really talk and gets them going, gets them playing well. And I don't necessarily know if that's Crush's MO. I've never really even heard Crush talk before, but he's definitely going down that road to where I want to get in this, start capping with Joke, who is a veteran who's been capped at by a bunch of people a bunch of times. And he hits a little baby dot right there. But so that's pretty much what's going to come into play this game. It's really not even about the gameplay. It's about, are you able to cap? Are you able to handle somebody talking to you? Are you able to control your emotions? And if things don't go well for you, are you able to keep capping? Are you able to keep that same energy? And that's pretty much what this game is really about. Because both of these guys running bunch with these route chems. As we see a drop right there, and Crush is going to take his 3. Now, once Crush takes his 3, Joke comes down here. Compton, I mean, listen. Compton told me he just suggested ads. Put the ads where you suggest. I believe this is where Joke is going to throw a pick 6. He's going to do the nation or, Pat Sale with a hitch. Or maybe that's 4th down. He throws a pick anyway somewhere here. As you can see, he was bagged right there. Once a nickel normal, the one thing about nickel normal, it definitely screams. That's why I like it. And definitely, if you're going to apply the pressure, you're definitely going to, get somebody free or get some pressure on the quarterback. And you see Joe is going to go to the hitch at some point. But anyway, Joe eventually proceeds to throw a pick 6. Blah, 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 blah. Damn, he's super bagged. Oh, that wasn't there. Damn. Super bagged. I mean, that was super bagged. I'm watching this to say, damn, how did he get that bagged? I need to see. Nickel normal. He's just going to run. No. I need to see how he got this bagged. Post route right here to Julio Jones. He's not manned up. It's just match. Cover 4. He just takes him and nobody's open. So Joke gets bagged. I believe. Oh, yeah. Then Crush throws a pick. This was just a sloppy-ass first half. But then this was the play, obviously, we all watched. Was the pick. The pick 6. First play. Neither of these guys are comfortable on offense. So then what happens is Joke gonna do the little hitch. Definitely gets pick six right there. Marshawn Lattimore, I believe, number 23. Boom. Pick six. And now he does the grandma sit, with the little grin. And that was they like, damn. He's feeling himself now. Joke is salty right now. But Joker says, okay. I feel like that kind of got Joke going. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that kind of said, okay, let me wake up. It's this little kid next to me. I mean, he's feeling himself. And as a grown up like myself, when you got a little kid, not that Crush is a little kid, but he's young. He's a young guy. All these guys are young. And you got this guy, right? This young adult, this youth member doing this to you. This would make me mad. See, this would say, okay, I can't allow this to happen. We can't allow this guy to sit like this and look at me like this ever. Like, no, that's not acceptable. That's not something that's going to happen. And now it's time for me to step up. I got to start playing because I'm salty. So I sipped my water. That's what people do at the live events. When they're salty, when they give up a touchdown, when they don't know what to do, they go ahead and sip the water. So I feel like that was the peak. See, Crush is happy. That was the peak of his day. After that, it went downhill. And that's what I mean, man. When you get into a match with somebody that's been around 1,000 different people capping, it's definitely going to come it's going to come back to bite you if you're not prepared to deal with that. If it's not something you want to keep doing, if you want to be able to cap, you got to keep doing it. There's no in between. And, so on and so forth. What does it score? Joke actually finally gets the ball past midfield because it was looking bad for Joke for a while, honestly. He's getting screamed at. Joke throwing dots, bang bang. He doesn't score again. But so on and so. This is just how somebody could deal with the. Essentially, can you deal with the capping and can you keep up your can you keep up the same energy as, Joke said? Joke threw another pick. This is just bad. So Joke already got 2 picks. So like I said, Joke is always one of the best defensive players, right? But he always plays bad on offense. And he has a streak to sharp instead of a fade. It's pretty wild. Oh, there he goes. He motions over a fade. Okay. Ah, he got stripped. Yeah, that's right. Jeez. So and this is another thing. Like after that, damn, that was real vicious. That's real angry. Well, so that was actually good little user by Crush to not get spun out, not try to hit stick, just wait for him and strip him. So Joe turned the ball over 3 times. See, this is real aggressive now. Now, dude, this is real like, whew. So anyway, so on and so forth. I don't know how Crush doesn't get at least 13 points here. You could almost run here. You cannot throw the ball away. Cannot throw the ball away. There you go. Good job by Crush, honestly. Good job not throwing the ball away. Got to be able to make this field goal. That was smart. Throw the ball away, saves Joke a timeout. Actually comes down here, makes this field goal. So it's 13-0. And I believe Crush even gets the ball at the halftime. Yeah, Crush gets the ball because he fumbled his first drive. Or Joke gets the ball. Yeah, Crush did fumble his first drive. So Joke gets the ball. So Joke is all right. He'd love to get points right here. He'd love to go down the field. He'd love to score. And he's really salty right now. Like, he's embarrassed. I would be embarrassed that this kid with the blue hoodie underneath the Bengals jersey is capping at me. That's a wild combination. The blue hoodie under the Bengals jersey, that's got to be some type of violation. For a guy to, play Madden with KIV, I mean, this is like the opposite of fashion sense. Underneath, I'm not a fan. Gotta get out of bounds. I'm not a fan of the blue hoodie under the orange Bengals jersey. Also, who else was there? Manu had the red hoodie underneath the Panthers jersey. That was disgusting. Guys, let's just all just stick to black hoodies I think that's the wave we got to stay on. Whether it's under the Panthers jersey or it's under the Bengals jersey, the black hoodie will always look pretty good. And big play by Joke right there to go ahead and at least get a field goal. Because if you get ball at half, you're always alive in the game. Like this first half couldn't really went much worse for Joke offensively, but he's still alive, and that's pretty much as long as you're alive, as long as you stay alive in the first half and you get ball, anything is possible. And that's smart by Joke to go ahead and run the ball there because he's not cool with 13-3, but he damn sure doesn't want 16-3, or he doesn't want 20-3 or 20-7. You know, and by him running the ball, that Joke Crush really can't get the ball back. And I like Crush not calling his timeouts either, because obviously you could use your timeouts to try to get the ball back, but Joke is going to make sure that Crush doesn't get the ball back. This is without a doubt the last couple seconds of the half. Shannon Sharp, big play by him. But also, I wouldn't use my timeouts here either. Make Joke rush. He's going to come out in some running set, and it's going to be tough for him to run the ball in the end zone with this much time. You know, so if Crush calls his timeout, Joke can take a deep breath, run the ball. Because so many people are so pressed on calling timeout to try to get the ball back, but it would make it easier for Joke to score down here. It would leave every play in his playbook as an option. He'd be able to run the ball, run fullback dive, run toss. He could run wham out of this, whatever it may be. Or the fact he doesn't call timeouts makes it hard for Joke to run the ball in the end zone and bang. But anyway, he does get the hitch off. But that was a good execution by Joke to go down there and get 7. Now the tides are turning. Now Joke Crush is like, damn, I just gave up that easy-ass 7. He had no timeouts in a minute, and he went down and got 7. Huge drive. Probably Joe's drive of the tournament, you know, because it was looking dark. He was underwater. The kid with the blue hoodie was capping at him. He was looking sick. And now, because of that one touchdown drive, giving up the curl flat corner route, giving up the hitch, is really definitely a big deal and definitely brought Joke right back. And he pretty much has all the momentum now. No matter how bad that first half was, this drive by him brought all the momentum back for him, and he can get the lead with the ball coming out of half. Let's see. This might have been Skimbo's best lay of the weekend. The little burgundy button up with the sleeves rolled up. Yeah, this was Skimbo's best lay of the weekend. I was impressed by Skimbo's lays that he had. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have nothing too crazy. There was no like sweatshirt or 3X hoodie that he normally wears, so he definitely has some nice clothes. They might have went out there and got him some stuff like the broadcast team. They might have got him a couple different options, but this was definitely probably his best lay of the tournament. But anyway, they're showing the highlights. All right, third quarter. After that, Joke has all the momentum. He has the ball. And obviously, you don't want to be down. But if you have the ball and you're down 6, you're looking at like, now I'm going to be up 1 point. That's pretty much the mentality that you have to have. And obviously, Joke is an elite player, so he's going to have that mentality to go down there and get 7 points to take the lead. And he just can't wait. Like when someone's capping you, you can't wait to just flip the table and start capping at them. Like you can't wait to make that person look salty. That's pretty much it's not the goal. Like after somebody caps at me like that, I don't even care about it. I just want to make this person look salty. That's more important than winning the game. Like you just thought you were the shit. You were the man. You were laughing at me. You crossed your legs and stared at me. Oh, I just want to listen. I just want to make you feel like the saltiest person in the world. That's the mentality. That's how I feel. Like it just adds fuel to the fire. Like you're not just gonna go out there and just try to embarrass me like that. Like especially for how many years I've had playing Madden over you, how long I've been playing this game compared to you. No way that happens. You see, Joke right here trying to go for it all. He got bagged. Oh, he went up top though. Jeez, definitely had the rack egg. Lattimore just got smoked by Randy Moss. That's why you have Randy Moss in a quarter. There you go. So Joke's feeling good. Now, you see that face? This is the face of I'm kind of starting to get salty. This is the I gotta shit my pants face. I'm telling you. I'm starting to feel salty. I talked all that shit. I did all that shit talking, and now it's starting to bubble in my guts a little bit. Now my guts are bubbling. Not only is the game not going my way, not only have I lost momentum in the game, I have lost momentum in the capping battle. Now I'm going to feel like a dickhead if he scores here because after all that, I'm still going to be losing. So not only do you feel the pressure of the game, you feel the pressure of capping back and forth. You know, and this is where I come to. Joke has been in this stage before. It's a veteran against somebody that's new to the live events, new to Madden at this level. Honestly, so all of it plays a part. You see Shannon Sharp getting in the end zone. Shannon Sharp and Joke is like, all right, I'm not capping yet. There's nothing to cap about. I didn't finish the job. Let me get a turnover. Let me make sure this kid doesn't score. If I get a turnover, I can score again. I can put the game away. You know what I'm saying? Now's not the time to cap. One score taking the lead is not the time. You gotta put him down before you start capping. And really, honestly, after that pick six, Joke went down the field, went right down the field and fumbled with Tyreek Hill, right? Then he got the ball at the half, went right or before the half with a minute left, went right down the field, scored a touchdown. Bang. Then the drive out of half, scored a touchdown. 3 great drives in a row. 3 of Joke's best drives, in the last 3 years in a row after Crush, folded his legs and looked at him like an asshole. So that just tells you that Joke is responding well. As you see here, he got out of nickel normal. Now he's going to go to 3-3-5. 3-3-5 was the defense that won the tournament. Wow, good defense right there. Good lurk. That's one thing about and Michael Vick got away. And but that's one thing about they put that post route on the curl flat, but it gave him really no underneath route to go to. That was a good defense. It was tough to throw that post route that late down the field. You see, you get to a 3rd and 10 already. Bang, drop, 4th and 10. Now Crush is Now Crush is feeling like, I'm telling you, he's not capping. He's not shaking his head. He's not having a good time anymore. This does not look like fun. Chat, does this look like fun? That's what I'm asking you. It looks like no fun. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. Like, you can be losing in the game. You can be going back and forth. But at no point do you look like I'm not having fun anymore. Because he was having all the fun in the world in the first half. You still have to have energy. Not necessarily capping back and forth. Obviously, you can't cap because, shoot, you got bagged and you're punting the ball. But you still got to have a little bit of energy, smile, laugh at him like, yo, you got it. Like, because you can see, even when Crush did the leg fold and lean back, Joke sipped his water, shook his head, smiled at him, said, okay, we're going for a good game now. Like, this is what I want. This is what I'm prepared for. I've been through this battle before. You're not going to get to me with your leg up. I'm going to laugh and smile at you because we got a long game of Madden to play. And even though Crush got back, he got to do the same thing. Like, it's a long game. I'm here. Y'all got to stop this drive, but we're going to get right back. He picked up everybody right there. Big play. Michael Vick rolling. And that's why not even like the scrambling, just being able to roll out, escape, just get away from the sheds. He picked up the blitz perfectly. Huge play. Now Joke is going to at least go up 17-13. Like I said, 3 straight good drives from Joe. The one where he fumbled, the one before half, the one out of half. Then this one right here, we're not really even a drive. He just went out there and hit Pat Sale for a big play. So not really a drive, but he's definitely feeling a lot more comfortable on offense than he was in the first half. So, like I said, this is the best, pretty much some of the best Madden that Joke has put together and between probably the second quarter and the beginning of the third quarter. This is some of the best Madden Joke has put together at a live event, really. And it was all after that leg crossing thing. Bang, drag route, 1st down. He just has more of a rhythm. He looks more comfortable up there. Every time we see Crush, he does not look comfortable. He does not look like he's having fun anymore. He has not smiled this whole game. Ultimately, you have to be relaxed. You have to be nice. You have to be chill. You have to be calm. Whether you cap it or not, you got to keep your head and you got to keep. Oh, man, fullback dive for the touchdown. Huge. Yep, now it's time. Yep, now put your leg up. And remember, Joke smiled and laughed at him? Crush ain't smiling. He ain't having fun no more. He want to go home. He wants to go home. Yep, so now this is where this is where I judge Madden player. Honestly, like it's easy to score when you're winning, but when you get down with a little bit of time left, how are you going to use your nerves? How are you going to stay composed? Pretty much. And are you going to drive down the field? Are you going to respond? Is the word pretty much. And see, Joke having fun. He's having a good time. And honestly, after Joe scored that touchdown before the half, Crush has had this same shit my pants face look the entire time. And it really is just how are you going to respond once you get into a capping battle and things don't go your way. It's easy to cap when things are going your way. Everybody's looking good, yakety yak. But then once the momentum changed, he really never recovered and wound up losing this game. Oh, man. So that was definitely pretty much the story of this game for the most part. How did Joe get the ball back here? Oh, we got a replay. Oh, man, a spy pick. We do a pick to the spy. Pick to the spy. Wow. Who is 50? Oh, wow, they're not going to show me. See? Now it's the GG, see? No fun. No fun for Crush. And I say, man, playing online is cool. We all love playing online. And Joke just won the game, I think. Damn, how Joke just get down the ball? Oh, damn, he popped the run? But playing online is all well and good. Playing online on, Mudhead, whatever leagues, whatever leaderboard or anything. But when you get into the live event, when Joe should have stayed in bounds, but it's a moot point. Now Joe knows the game is tough. He's gonna just run and just take his field goal. But once you get into a live event setting, man, it's so many other things that come involved in Madden. Not only do you have to fight the same battles that you fight at home, whether you're losing, winning, momentum, whatever it may be, you still have to fight. And then if you want to start talking to somebody, now you fight a whole other level of battles. It's not just about the Madden game anymore. It's about the mind game. And that's somewhere where I think all the veteran players, all the older players have an advantage over the youth. Like, always. Even when KIV started. Obviously, KIV started like a little spoiled brat when D. Jones was just throwing them all over the field. That's how he started. That's how he lost his cool. That's how he, you know what I'm saying? That was his biggest weakness. He was always, one of the best players. But being able to keep your composure is something that really, obviously, was something KIV battled with early. And I think every young player kind of battles with that. And we see Crush in his biggest game, probably his first real live event game. Obviously, I forget who he played. I think he won the first game. Oh, he played H Dot. He had I Love God. That's who he played in the first round. He won that game. But obviously, that's not the same type of game. When you're playing somebody like Joke, somebody really established in Madden, is different than playing H Dot or somebody that nobody really knows of in this pro circuit or whatever. So it's definitely a different game when you're playing Joke. So this was Crush's first real big game. His first real live event, and he was a little weak mentally in this one, but he'll learn from this, honestly, just like KIV did from the D Jones game, and KIV has had huge success since then. So definitely, this is where the older players have an advantage, man. Especially the East Coast players too. Like, we will always win when it comes to capping, and when it comes to the mental mind games. We'll always win those. I don't know where Crusher's from. He could be from the East Coast for all I know, but we will always win those games. And Joke came up with the win on this one. Ended the game with a fumble and a kickoff. Over for Crush. He's going home. So that's pretty much just an aspect of Madden that he's sick. Like, sick. Good job. Good job by Joke, man. Like, they'll say, obviously, this was lucky. It was lucky, but at the same time, Joke made this play. It wasn't the most spectacular play, chat, but you'll see he just sit there strafes, wait for him to do the typical spin. Everybody's going to do the typical spin. That's what Crush does. Goes to the left, spins, waits for him, and just holds strip. I swear that animation comes out all the time. But that ends the game. So pretty much what this game was about for me was just, like I said, the battle. Can Crush keep his composure? Can he deal with the capping back and forth? And he started it. He started the battle, man. Joker's one. He not really going to like super cap at you. Nobody really caps unless somebody like really starts it, to that level. And Joke really, all the games he played, he's never been really capping it at any point like this. But once Crush started, Joke finished the game. So hopefully Crush learns from this, comes back. He got DC and the last chance. Hopefully he really learns from this and just becomes a smarter, stronger player. But that was definitely a talking point of the whole tournament. It definitely was one of the more entertaining games for sure. And glad we got to watch it. And that's what my take was from it, was just a different mentality, two different people mentally strong and who's not. Then obviously the next game I want to talk about is my guy Wesley. Wesley, the KIV Jr. It's like KIV Jr. twice removed or 3 times removed. He was the one, that got the same haircut as KIV. He runs the same offense as KIV. So he definitely, he runs point guard for our 2K team. So I have a lot of support for Wesley. But he pretty much should have threw this game away. Now he starts out here like gangbusters. He comes out, and I don't know, I guess this is over G. This guy running a little. And Wesley. But anyway, so he comes out like gangbusters. He just comes out smoking this guy, something serious. And eventually it gets to the point where it's 21-0, and we're just sitting at home thinking about, damn, are they going to call the plug on this game? Is this game going to be over? Great throw right there by something serious. I don't know how he turns the ball over here, but anyway, he gets to the point where it's 20. Oh, he might fumble right here. Yep. Just unfortunate when it rains it pours, but something serious. Turns the ball over there. Even if he got field goal there, it would have been okay. But then Wesley just goes down, catches the bomb right here to Roberts. Rack egg in the end zone. You see, he got the KIV. He got the KIV cut up top, but he has like I don't know who's cut right here. So he got the KIV, like he let the top of his hair grow like 10 inches so he can do like the whoo. Every time you see KIV, he just do the whoo, whoo. So Wesley grew the top of his head, but he didn't really grow the sides to like comb the sides. So it's a little wild haircut that he got going on. Like he's got the clean cuts. It's kind of like the opposite of a mullet, where like the back and the sides, he got the reverse mullet, where he has the sides and the back of his hair pretty cut, pretty clean, but the top of his head just whew. So pretty wild hairstyle for Wesley. Wouldn't be my choice. But, he rocks it. It's I can't wait till Wesley is a coach in Madden and we get to have that haircut on the sideline. That's going to be something nice. But anyway, so this game is looking really bad for something serious. I believe Wesley even scores again. Oh, no, what happens? Wesley turns the ball over? Like, he gets the ball right here. It gets to a 3rd and 3. If you're Wesley, man, this game, I'm thinking that I feel good this game's over. Like, this kid is not going to fight back. It's his first time ever at any type of event. Not only is he at the event, he's facing a huge deficit. Oh, he got super lurked right there. Wesley didn't like that 5-2. He got super lurked. That was a huge play, man. 3rd down, because if he gives up a field goal 21-0 or 24-0 is huge. That was a huge play for the hair swoop. He definitely he needed that. Like, you're talking about needing something, he definitely needed that play. Little late on the corner route there, man. If you were watching this game at home, I felt like something serious. Was nervous a little bit, especially in the first half. He was missing a lot of the dots that he put on the field, man, and that was one of them. Could have hit that a little bit earlier, maybe rack egg out of bounds. So he's running a lot of spread, a lot of trips, something a lot different. You see him under here, hit that little smoke screen, get out of bounds, pick up a cool 6. If you can hit a 6 on smoke screens, that's nice for sure. But it was definitely something different, man. And I feel like when you play something different, it's a little challenging for a Madden player. Like, we play a lot of leaderboard games, not so much this year, so maybe you won't play against this type of offense so much. Great job. And you see a little corner route dot over there. So as the game went on, you really saw something serious really, not keep his composure, but regain his confidence, really get a rhythm, man. And when you're an offensive player and you get into a rhythm, it's something nice, man. It really is. Nice play with Vic. Really go and scramble. dumped the ball off, hit the drag after he came after the quarterback. So this drive is like, okay, that little pick that I got gave me a little bit of momentum, gave me a little bit of life. Can I fight back? And if I was Wesley, I probably would have used the timeout right there to get the ball back now, because there's no way it'd be tough for him to use this whole clock and score a touchdown. So Wesley will probably call a timeout after this play if it's a complete or if it's a run. You see with some different players right here. Chris Thompson in the backfield. Tyreek Hill, he's probably the only one to really use this Randy Moss. Wow. Ooh, almost could have been took. Nice job high balling. He actually, I think that's just a streak in the back of the end zone. Waits for him to turn around, high balls it. You see Wesley doing the little comb. I don't see how you play Madden with the hair just like right covering your one eye. Maybe that's like when Wesley makes a bad pass in 2K or throws a pick in Madden. Big time catch right there. We all see that's how the game's played now. High ball in the end zone, one hand catch animation. But maybe that's when Wesley throws his pick. When that little hair like covers his eye, that's when he can't see, and might mess him up. He might listen. You never had a problem with the ball. You just always see the field. You always make plays. So the little swoop might come down and block his eye a little bit, and that might be why it throws picks. Now 47 seconds, man. Wesley has all his timeouts. I would feel great about this situation. Randy Moss will always be the best receiver in Madden, but this is a big down for something serious. I believe he gets the ball. I think he does. I'm not sure, but I think he does, because I think Wesley went right down the field. Now, he went to this 5-2, man. The thing about the 5-2 is that it will scream at you for sure. Oh, Wesley tried to hit him with the dummy pass, thinking he was going to go alert the playmaker. But the 5-2, if you max protect, you'll have all day. It doesn't shed, but it does make you max protect, which is always a good weapon to have. You see him coming out here going to some type of, what is this? Just a little nickel over G. Corner route, lurked. Huge. The hair got in his way. This was an example of the hair got in his way right here. I don't know what he was thinking about, why he tried that, but the hair definitely just came down, blocked that one eye. He couldn't see, threw the ball, threw a pick. So as much as Wesley had the huge lead in the beginning, he had a little motion. This is a little nice little offense. Oh, he has X. Oh, man. Ooh, nice move. Now that's when you're starting to feel your momentum. You're starting to feel the energy. You're starting to have confidence. When you're pulling off moves like that, you're feeling good. And Wesley, as much as you were happy when you had that lead, now you're thinking, damn, and in the back of your head, like, damn, this is really a game again. This is really a hell game. Oh, man, that corner route looks good. Does he get in the end zone? Great play. Michael Vick just killing Wesley. And it really is a thing. Like, damn, even when you guys play like leaderboard games, MUT games, when you have such a lead or the game is over, you feel like the game is in the bag. Whatever you do, you get frustrated at yourself for letting them get back in the game. And that's how I would be right there, honestly. And you see, 2 timeouts. Oh, and there you go. Chris Thompson fighting. And, now, bang. I was just down 21. Now I'm down 7 points. Huge, huge, huge. Terrible throw by Wesley to throw that pick. And what did he? Oh, he's just kicking off now. So that was definitely, and Wesley, 18 seconds and 3 timeouts. You can definitely get something done here. As you see, 5-2. He just blitzed every person on the field. Like, that's when I say getting physical. Something serious just got physical with Wesley. I would call timeout though. I don't know what these kids do that they wouldn't call timeout and chuck the ball 3 more times, especially if you're in 5-2. Like, this is just bad for me. Bad. I guess because you're losing that momentum, you feel like you're losing that momentum and, like, maybe something bad is going to happen. But if someone's in 5-2, that means they have 4 DBs. Now, he's sitting, damn, this is really a game again. I had this man up against the ropes in his corner with the cut man cleaning his face. He was ready to tap out. Now I made it a game again. So when someone does, like, they made it a game again, and that feeling sucks. There's like, now I got to fight. Because when you're up 21-0, you're kind of in cruise control. When you're up 7, you got to sit up in the seat, and you got to get back to playing the game. Sometimes it's hard to flip that switch on to go from cruise control to bang, I'm in a game again. As we see, Wesley, again, just rushing 4 against this set. Little low ball, kind of like last year with a low ball, the hitch. hit it right before he gets to the cloud flat. Nice play by something serious, man. Really a unique offense. And probably the only one in the tournament to carry 4 wide receivers with Calvin, Tyreek, Julio, and Moss. I mean, if you're going to carry 4 wide receivers, this is definitely the 4 to carry. Oh, man, I feel like he should have went to Julio. I feel like he had Moss right there. So you see Wesley doing a little bit of matching, a little bit of manning everybody up. And this goes to show you with a new set, you really don't know where the post route's coming from, where the corner route's coming from. So it's definitely, he's kind of, I don't want to say he's guessing, but he's kind of, reacting on the fly. These are some of the, it's probably the first time he's seen some of these plays. Nice throw right there. Nice spin to avoid the hit, man. Nice read. It's tough for, I mean, I've been someone that's always run spread out formations. It's tough to make that read on a quick flat to like the slot and something like that. It's nice to make that read, man. That was a nice pass right there. Underrated pass, really. And I mean, honestly, he's playing really well. Really good John Madden football right now. And as a, you switch it on conservative right now. As an opponent, you kind of know when someone's playing really well against you. That's definitely what he's doing right now. And it's got to be, nice ball right there. Little strip 23, I believe, is Lattimore. Yeah, it's Lattimore with the arm sleeve. I think. I'll be getting all these guys wrong, really. But definitely a nice little play he's got going on here. Oh, that match just bagged him right there. But Vic just getting out of trouble. Not even he got out of trouble to where it's no gain. Definitely kick this field goal. Keep this. I mean, you still have all the momentum. Is he going to go for this? I don't know if he can. I guess he's going to go for it. I don't know if he can make this field goal. I mean, he should be able. 36-46 is a 53-yarder. He should definitely be able to make this field goal. But he decides to go for this. He has 10 cap Delaney Walker and has to waste the timeout. Now, gosh, this is frustrating because he did take the time to scroll through his plays, chat. Like, he's taking the time to scroll through his plays. If you watch, look, like, maybe he is not scrolling to go to his plays. Maybe he just really calls this many formations. He's just scrolling through them. But not having 10 cap Delaney Walker and Irvin out here, his whole team is tired. Can't do a 4th and 7 this big game. Has to call a timeout. Now, if I call a timeout, you got to go for it after that. Like, you can't call a timeout and then not go for it. That was a brutal mistake by some serious, honestly, to have to waste the timeout in the second half. But you got to have a dot here. You got to cook one up. 4-man rush again with a spy. High ball, touchdown streak. Tyreek Hill. Bang, tie ball game. So, after all, the timeout worked. I will gladly would have traded a timeout for a touchdown right there, and it worked out for some serious, man. So now Wesley is shaking. That little comb over is shaking. He's definitely, and if you're some serious, man, first of all, going into a game like this, you feel no pressure. Even though this is your first big game, your first big live event experience, nobody expects you to do anything. You're not, the Mudhead champion. You're not Joe Rice. Not that Joe. Let me just reel that back. Not that Joe Rice is anything that spectacular, but you're just honestly you're new to the whole scene, so people are really not expecting much of you. So you really have no pressure. Then when you go down 21-0, you want to fight back. I mean, to fight back like this, oh my God, the pressure that's on Joe Rice right now. The amount of stress and all Joe Rice is thinking, man, they're going to clown me. I'm never going to hear the end of letting some serious come back from 21-0. And that's what he's thinking. It really is. And it's definitely, it affects the way you play and it affects the way you think. If your mind's not clear, you're thinking about something else, then you can't play that great. Once again, you see now Wesley is going to the straight max protect route. He's just, oh man. It's a nice job throwing that little hitch, not playmaker him nowhere. He knew he was open from the snap, but he wanted to see how he would lurk that and if he had time to make the pick between that post route and the hitch. And he made the right pick, and some serious made the right play defensively. Don't give up that post. Nice throw on that corner route there. And we're getting close to the play of the game, I believe. This was honestly one of the best games of the tournament. If you guys watch this live, I know you had a good time watching it because I know I did. It was definitely a huge game and one that could have went any other way, really. Good dot right there by Wesley. Way to hold on right there by Randy Moss. Jamal Adams right in his face and he just holds on. Got to get a better hit stick animation. Maybe Wesley spun right there to avoid the hit stick. Underneath Shannon Sharp. I promise, like Shannon Sharp, he broke the first tackle every time in this tournament. So it'd be hard pressed to have anybody but Shannon Sharp at tight end for the foreseeable future, man, because he really did what he was supposed to do. Broke that first tackle, got by that guy, used the energizer, got into the space, and it really was effective. This was the play that Kiv and them ran all the time. Flat route, 2 curls, blitzed the crib at him, threw a pick. You can't get much worse than that. Blitz the crib. He has this corner route. But sometimes, I'm a victim of it too. When you have that much pressure on you, just press a button. Look at that. Look at that grill. Like, something serious is ready right there. He just, no high ball, no nothing. He just threw it right at Ed Reed. Jeez. Wesley is looking bad. 2 terrible passes by him in this game already. Take that edge. Oh, he got out. Good job just getting out. He lost a yard, but it's a good job just getting out. All the momentum in the world. See that hair that's flipping around? How do you think Joe Rice puts product in his hair? He got to put a little mousse or something in that swoop. Sending 5 at him. Good dot over the middle. Good spin with Julio to avoid the hit. Good read. Good pocket so he did not get screamed along the edge. Also, man, if you don't back up in the pocket, the throw was essentially 5 yards shorter or 10 yards shorter, so it gets to the wide receiver faster. If you drop back 20 yards, it's going to take that much longer for the ball to get to the receiver and give the DBs that much more time to get to the receiver. Pocket presence, finally see a nice little run here. Obviously did not work with Thompson, but that was his first carry of the game. I like this guy something serious, man. No running. He's all about the dots and his unique dots out of the spread, out of tray open, bunch of different formations that he's running. Oh, yeah. Great dot. That deep post, man. Momentum is not the word. 21 straight points. You see a flick of the swoop from Joe Rice. I swear, Joe Rice had a little peach fuzz when he played in the Texans Club Series. I guess he used a little Bic razor on that and took care of that, I'm assuming. But, yeah, this is tough to really play like this unless somebody come back on you. He's really using the clock right now. I wouldn't even be surprised to see a run to take this to the 4th quarter. Good job finding that flat route again. Bang. 4 yards. Should take it to the 4th. He has all the momentum in the world. Shorten the game. You're guaranteed the lead by being in field goal range right now. Definitely a good situation to be on if you're some serious. Oh, man. What? If you're Wesley, honestly, you're thinking, look, you see he's put his hand in his head. The Twitch chat is killing me. I'm never going to hear the end of this. I wanted to laugh at Jet so bad for blowing a 24-0 lead. Now I'm about to blow a 21-0 lead. The same thing. That's all he's thinking about. Probably 2 of the worst passes of his career. Able to hit a nice little run. I believe that's, oh man, Tyreek Hill got to hold that block. I believe that was read option, and maybe not. Maybe it was base or whatever it was, but he used that blocker to come in and pick up the backside. One time with shotgun runs or any run, sometimes when the backside guy comes free, it just makes you string it out and run away from him and allows the other people to come and swarm and tackle the ball carrier. But he used that wide receiver to block the backside guy. Ooh, huge sack right there by Page. I don't know how he got in there. Can't take a sack right there. 35-45, 52-yard field goal. Got to kick it. I don't know what he's worried about. That was a big sack. Perfect kick. Just hold it a little bit, make him think about it. And this is where one of the plays of the tournament definitely happens, because milk the perfect amount of time, as much time as possible. If you're some serious, man, if I get one stop, this game is over. I have all the momentum. I've scored 24 straight points. So that's definitely one that and Wesley gets the ball back, throws to Shannon Sharp, and Shannon Sharp just dominates people. Shannon Sharp dominates. And now we see him moving people around a bit. He has Calvin Johnson on defense. Not a lot of people have that Calvin Johnson anymore. Look at this defense. Jesus. I mean, you talk about physicality. That's what physicality is all about. He blitzed every person, had a purple and 2 deep blues in his user. Dude, listen. There's physicality and there's physicality. I believe this is the play of the game. Let's see if he's going to get that physical again. Yep, he got that physical. Comes down, whoop! And Randy Moss catches it through his face. Hits him with the spin move. That's easy to do. One cut into the end zone. This is probably the play of the game because it ends the game. I don't want to say it ends the game, but if he keeps this momentum from catching this pick, this is actually a really good lurk. Wham. If he keeps that momentum somehow and doesn't get the camera spin, he probably takes that to the crib because there was so much pressure on Vic. Obviously, we all talk about Vic and how great Vic is, especially at tackling people when he throws picks. But when there's that much pressure on him, he probably got hit after the throw and is on the ground. So Vic probably doesn't make that play. He's sick about that because they know it, man. That's the play of the game, really. That's pretty much. It's not at the same time. It's not the play of the game because he's only down 4 points. He can come down and win this game. I hope they show that pick again because it definitely went right through his face. And Randy Moss caught it. Here it is. Yeah, Vic is on the ground, so Vic cannot make that play. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys that's a pick six. That is a pick six, 31-21 if he catches that play. And one of the biggest things about Madden is that what was I say? Shoo. A lot of things like that are going to happen. You're going to have bad plays, and you got to respond. And he has a chance to respond right now, down by 4. And if you're Wesley, man, you got to get lucky sometimes to win games. You're not always going to blow everybody out. You're not going to be always in easy games. You're going to have to be the one that gets kind of lucky from time to time. As he hits this little hitch right there, something serious. So he's definitely moved the ball well. He scored on his four of his last drives. He scored 3 touchdowns and got held to a field goal last drive. So he's definitely moving the ball well. This offense looks really good, honestly. I wouldn't even mind trying running this offense. It looks pretty tough. I like where that wide receiver is so close. He can run right down the seam and cover 2. Overthrow. Yep, I forgot all about the overthrow. Wide open. I mean, I'm not going to say wide open. It was a tough throw, but you got to get it. You got to give him a chance. So that's another lucky play. But we know Michael Vick does that. We're not going to sit and just ignore the fact that Michael Vick definitely overthrows high balls. He does. But I feel like that wasn't even an overthrow. I just felt like Calvin Johnson didn't go up there and get it, really. I feel like Calvin could have went up there with one hand and just took that. Right? Like, look at this. Like, Calvin just didn't animate right. Like, his Y button, when he went to hit Y, it didn't register fast enough. Didn't get an animation. So that definitely, I felt like it was a good read. I felt after that first quarter, Some Serious played really well. He used the offense that the KIV didn't teach him his offense, like Wesley. And Some Serious really played well and really deserved to win this game on that pick 6. Nice little drag though right there. And Wesley can kind of run the game out. And this is where that timeout that obviously he scored a touchdown from the timeout, so you got to live with it. But that not having that timeout really kind of hurt him. And also Wesley getting to 3rd and inches instead of a first down was huge because he can run this 30 seconds off the clock. If he gets the first down, the game's over pretty much. Because if that was a first down, he would have had life. But because it wasn't a first down, it definitely kills Something Serious. Now you got to use your timeout. Wesley could have took that down even further. He snapped at 7 seconds. Now, yeah, that killed him. That's just an underrated play of like lucky, but people would never say it's lucky that Wesley didn't get a first down on this pass. I mean, what? Just that's just like it's just like a 50-50. Like the ball could have been crossed, but if because that's a third down, that killed something serious chance of getting the ball back. I don't think he ever does really. Yeah, I just want to milk this down and really talk about not even kicking this field goal really, but I guess you have to because you can avoid the block and stuff. And also the one thing that changed from I believe it was last year, he kicked that so fast, dude. Oh my God, Wesley deserved to lose this game. I guess he held it a little bit. Yeah, he held it like 2 clicks. But because you can kick a perfect kick, or maybe he kicked it perfect, so that's why he let it go. But because you can kick a perfect kick, and because when they block it, it's not guaranteed touchdown like it was last year and the previous years. It's not as big a risk. In the past years, when it was like an automatic touchdown when they block your field goal, it was definitely a risk of kicking that field goal. You could have just ran a play, ran a toss, took 4 seconds, and given the ball with 15 seconds right there to try to score a touchdown. And right now, you're just you don't really have anything for this. I mean, I don't. And this was a good job. If you're something serious, you're really thinking, I just want to get into Moss range. And I tell you, Moss range with Vic is probably the 50 or the 40. So if you can cook up one more 10-yard dot, it's tough. It's tough to even risk it. But like I said, I told you guys in a couple of videos, I like the running back wheel route because he's not going to guard the running back. And he dumps it off to him. Good job. Exactly. Get 10 more yards. Now Vic can honestly make this throw to the end zone. So this honestly was he played if he came out nervous obviously the first quarter, played a little bad, threw some picks, and he fumbled with Vic the one time on a spin. Like a lot of times when you spin and get hit from behind, you don't fumble, but he definitely fumbled on that. So outside of that first quarter where he let Wesley do what he wanted on offense, he definitely gave himself a little bit of a chance right here. Outside of that, he really played well, man. He really did deserve to win the game without a doubt. Wesley did not play well. As you see, there's the reverse mullet. Party on the top, business on the back and the sides. The Joe Rice. But honestly, that was a great game, and some series really did deserve to win that game. But if you're going to win a tournament or you're going to make a run in the tournament, obviously Wesley loses the next game to Blocky. But if you're going to make a run in the tournament, you have to be lucky. It has to happen sometime. And that's definitely what happened, dude, for sure. But perfect kick, yeah, that Wesley. That's why you let it go, yeah, for sure. That was good. That's why you can avoid it. But like I said, I would be with that 15 seconds left and no timeouts, you could run a play and not even kick that field goal. But that was a real entertaining game. We all loved it. But something serious definitely deserved to win. Wesley played bad, and something serious really played good. And you gotta get lucky to win a man tournament like that one. You really do. And but that was that game. That was the Madden Classic or the Madden Club Championship. There's still tons of games we can talk about from that. The drag and strafing game was still one I want to get to. KIV versus T Davis was a great game I could get to. Whichever other ones you guys remember, I could definitely talk about for days because there was a lot of good Madden in the Madden Club Championship, and we waited so long to watch all these players, and it really did not disappoint the Club Championship for sure. And like I said, but that's that. The biggest news of the entire week was pretty much the. Let me see if I can bring this up. The KIV versus KAUS YouTube controversy. This was pretty much the biggest. Here it is. The biggest controversy point in Madden this week was the KIV versus KAUS game that was put on YouTube prior to the DC tournament. Now I have a base rule for this. Obviously, you guys know I stream a lot. I put any good game on YouTube that I can. And like KAUS, man, when you find a game that's worthy of YouTube, you're excited about it. I want to put this on YouTube. People are going to want to watch it. It's going to get me a bunch of views. It's going to grow my YouTube channel. That's what you want to. That's what ultimately you want to do. You want to put out a video every day to grow your YouTube channel. That's pretty much the goal. And when you get a game against KIV, whether it's KIV or not, yeah, man, that's a gold mine. Especially if it's a good game. Whether you win or lose, if it's a good game, it's a gold mine. So no doubt about it, I would be super excited to go ahead and post this game. But for me, me as a streamer, I feel like if the game was on a stream, and Jay, I'm gonna take this down. You can take this off of the screen. I'm not worried about it. But anyway, for me as a streamer, I feel like this. If my game, one, everybody that's competitive knows I'm a streamer. And if I'm going to do streamer and I'm going to do YouTube, I can never be on a creep name. I don't think KAUS was on a creep name. I don't think he really. You have to be on your gamer tag, because if me and KIV match up in a game, right, and he sees it's me, he can go look on his phone and see Twitch. Oh, Dubby streaming right now. I'm on the stream. Let me chill. Let me not show anybody what I really want to do. Period. So that's up to KIV. If KIV decides to play against me and do exactly what he wants to do and do his whole scheme, and it's on a live stream for everybody, that's his fault. But I feel like KIV would be smart enough to be like, all right, I'm playing W on stream. Let me chill. Or maybe people don't know this is me. You have to be smart enough to do that. Also, you kind of got to know when the top competitive streamers are streaming and not get matched up in the game with them. Because if you want to be this secretive about your stuff, you have a lot of responsibility on yourself to keep it a secret. You can never play a streamer. Now, that's how I feel. And if you play me on stream, I'm entitled to do whatever the hell I want with it, because it's your fault for playing me on stream and doing exactly what you wanted, because you knew it was there. You knew I'm streaming. Everybody knows I'm streaming. They know KAUS streams. They know Problem be on the leaderboards. They know Joel in the past has been on the leaderboards. They know all these people that play on the leaderboards, and they know they stream, right? So if I play you on a stream, right, or you play me on a stream, it is your job to not show your stuff. You know what I mean? Because if I was going to hide, now listen, if I was going to hide my game, right, and I want to hide, I'm Dub.W, I just found this crazy ass Nano Blitz, right? I'm going to go on my creep name and hide. But if I pop up and I see Problem, I'm not going to run that crazy ass Nano Blitz. Or if I see KAUS, I'm not going to run that crazy ass Nano Blitz. That's my responsibility. And that's KIV's responsibility. That's if I'm streaming the game. I was told this game wasn't on stream. Now, if the game's not on stream, one, you also trying to chill and hide what you're doing. And at the same time, just because the game's not on stream, because, okay, if KIV matches up with me, the same thing. He going to look on Twitch. Damn, okay, W not streaming. This game's not on stream. Okay, cool. I don't have to worry about it. I can play for real. And that's pretty much what I would do if I pop up. If I'm playing the leaderboards and Problem pops up and I say, damn, I want to hide this. Let me see if he's streaming. Oh, damn, Problem not streaming. I can do whatever the hell I want. Risking the fact that I'm going to show Problem, who got a bunch of friends that are good at Madden, what I want to do. You're still risking that. You know what I mean? So it's like this. It's just a tough spot. But at the same time, if the game's not on stream, right, then I feel like if I'm not streaming the game, I shouldn't put it on YouTube. I shouldn't do that to another person. And if I want to do it, then I feel like you should have to ask him. I don't know. That's what I've always done in the past. When I play somebody off stream and the game is good, I always ask them. Because some people are real. Now, if some people that are real particular about this, to me, it's like, it doesn't matter that much to me, because I want so much more in Madden than just, hiding what I want to do and popping up at tournaments. But for people like Skimbo and KIV, it is enormous. And us in the Madden community, we know people that are like that. We know the people that would be sick if they were on stream. We know the people that would be sick if they're on YouTube. We know that going in the game. Like, if I match up with KIV, I know he would be sick if I put this on YouTube and it's not already live streamed. If I play Skimbo, if I will go run Skimbo's, but man, part of me really wants to run Skimbo bunch. It really does. But I know he'd be sick if I go do that in a MUT rank game or whatever, if I go to DC and run Skimbo bunch. So honestly, I've been trying. Even last year when bunch was the only thing you could run, I was like, man, I really don't want to do any of this because I don't want Skimbo getting pissed that is running his corner strike setups and stuff on stream, honestly. And I know that. I know that about certain people that don't want to be on stream. Joke don't want to be on stream. And honestly, for someone that don't, I've played Joke probably on the leaderboards probably 4 times in my whole career on the leaderboards because Joke is always smart enough to be like, all right, W streaming, I'm not going to search. You know, and I feel like that's a responsibility every Madden player that doesn't want to be on stream has to have. And if you ask them, they probably feel the same way. Like, kid and such not going to search while somebody's streaming. That's just not, they'll pay attention to when they're searching and so on and so forth. It's not that hard, and that's their responsibility. But if it's off stream and you're playing somebody like that, then I feel like you definitely have to ask. And it's not, but it's also tough because, man, if I want to advance, I'll tell you this, if I want to advance to a live event and I want to make money, I want somebody to knock KIV out. I want to make it harder for KIV. Because at the end of the day, we are at, like, it is a competition. If I have the ability to make it harder for KIV, then shit, I might do that. And I can't really even knock somebody for doing that because, I mean, at the end of the day, they all want to make money. But I feel like a lot of it comes down to y'all personal relationship, too. I feel like I'm kind of close with everybody in Madden, and I would definitely reach out to I'm going to tell you why it's very bad for KIV stuff to get out there. I'll tell you in a minute. But anyway, I feel like I'm close enough to everybody to where I have, I can always reach out to anybody and talk to them. So I definitely would have asked permission. Not permission. Permission is a weird word. Permission makes it seem like he's the Queen of England or some shit. But just ask him if it's okay, man. Because what you have to realize about the YouTube video is that YouTube video will do the same views and build your channel the same in 2 weeks as it would this week. And that's something you have to realize. Like, there's no advantage for me putting this video out now as opposed to in 2 weeks. Although, that being said, the video has been talked about a lot more this week than it would have been in 2 weeks. So maybe it's a little bit maybe it was an advantage to put it out. But it's definitely a tricky line when you try to do the YouTube thing and you try to do the competitive thing at the same time. It's definitely a tricky road, but ultimately you should have to ask. And I'll tell you why it's a bad thing for KIV. Because one, all right, so me, Skimbo, and we had just figured out that was KIV's gamer tag probably, I want to say a couple days before this video controversy. So not 2 weeks ago, not 3 weeks ago. I'm not the hippest person as far as creep names. I just feel like when you play a creep name and they play well and they play good, then I feel like, okay, that's somebody that's good. That's all it is to me. I really don't care who it is. I just feel like, okay, that person is good. But as far as, why it's bad that KIV's name got out. So, okay, so if me, Skimbo, we just figured out his name. So let's say if 50 people know that's KIV's gamer tag, right? That's 50 people. There's 128 people in the tournament. So let's say there's 50 people that know that's his gamer tag. Like maybe the upper echelon people in Madden know that's his gamer tag. Okay, that's cool. So let's say 25 Xbox, 25 PlayStation. So out of 128 people in the tournament, 25 people know his gamer tag. So there's 100 other people that don't know who the hell More Than a Game is. They have no idea. So now little Johnny at home is in his first live event, his first tournament. And he's going to get matched up with More Than a Game. Before, he might have started, man, this is just some regular guy. Oh, shit, now it's KIV. Now I got to sit up in my seat. Little Johnny down the street. Not that little Johnny is that goddamn tough, but he might be tough. He might be halfway decent. Just like some serious was halfway damn decent at the game, was pretty damn good. Right? So now the fact that little Johnny down the street knows he's playing KIV instead of, More Than a Game, some random dude, little Johnny is going to sit the hell up. And little Johnny is going to lock in, and little Johnny is going to say, damn, I'm playing KIV. Also, little Johnny's now matched up with More Than a Game. Little Johnny knows that's not just, it's KIV. Now little Johnny knows it's KIV. Okay, little Johnny's going to go watch the YouTube video. If little Johnny knew he was playing KIV, he would say, damn, I'm gonna sit, I gotta get some bunch defense. I'm playing little Johnny, right? So little Johnny now he gotta say, damn, I gotta get some bunch defense. Little Johnny said, oh, Little Johnny hits up Little Ray Ray, and Little Ray Ray and Little Johnny, they're playing the game. And Johnny says, Ray, can you run some bunch on me? I got to play KIV, right? I got to play KIV. So Ray comes out there and runs bunch, and Johnny's locking up bunch. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, that's cool. But now that KAUS put out a video, now Little Johnny can go watch. And Little Johnny says, you know what, Ray? KIV not even running bunch. KIV's running this Trey Y flex, and he's got a running back at wide receiver. So then Little Johnny tells Ray, okay, run some Trey Y flex on me. I got to play more than the game that's KIV. Whereas if this video never came out, Little Johnny would have just been, damn, I got a tournament game. Let's go play. Let's go see what it's about. Way big difference for Little Johnny. Helps him out. Extremely helps him out. Also, this hurts the whole kind of conglomerate because KIV, let's take a deep breath, because KIV is like, I don't want to say he's the leader, but he like the best player in the group, right? So KIV, pretty much, whether it be Wesley, whether it be Crush or Jeff or Mo, KIV going to fly in a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And he going to, so those other guys are probably going to play a little bit like KIV. Not, not exactly. Everybody has their own little flavor. Obviously, we saw Turbo Jeff running tight doubles and being pretty decent both on defense and on offense. So it's definitely going to be something different, but they're still going to play the same. And the whole tendency thing is, people say that as because the naked eye Madden player says, "Oh, y'all run the same plays," which is wrong. But I mean, it's not really. You're not really gonna get tendencies from one game. You might get a couple little things like what does he like? Because honestly, one of the biggest things for me is inside the 10-yard line. What's their go-to pass play inside the 10-yard line? Now, KIV and them, they had this play in the Madden Club Championship with the motion out guy and the curl route to Moss. Like, so now if I go into a game, I know I'm gonna guard that curl route to Moss. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a disadvantage for KIV for sure. And from now on, man, if you don't want your stuff on YouTube, then I mean, if you're playing KAUS, you just gotta chill. And what I call him, Little Jimmy? Yeah, Little Johnny, not Jimmy. But and then the one thing I don't like, though, honestly, there's two things I don't like about the whole beef. Obviously, KIV boys is gonna have his back regardless, and most people, KIV's boys is gonna have his back. So Mo gonna jump into the fight, and all them guys gonna have his back regardless. You know what I'm saying they're gonna argue with him, and he has an argument. The one thing I think about it mostly is and the one thing I hate about the art, not even I already told you guys about how I feel about when you can put it on YouTube and when you can't, and why it's at a disadvantage. Okay, that's cool. However, now we get into the part of these guys going back and forth. And there's two things I don't work. One, KAUS, I don't like how he says, I don't do it for the views or do it for the sub. That's all you do it for. That's all we do everything for. It's for the viewers, for the subs, for the money, for the business, for the career, for everything in Madden. That's what you do it for. That's why you put KIV's name in there. That's why you put his picture in there. That's what it's about. Damn, this video is going to get me hella views. I'm going to put it up. It's going to give me 50 subs. That's fine. That's why you that's why you put the work in. That's why, that's why you succeed where you are, because of getting the views. So to say that's not what it's about is crazy to me, and that's one thing I don't like. So if I'm KAUS and I'm going to put the video out, I'm going to say, listen, I put it out because it was going to get a lot of views. That's why I did it. I thought it would pop from my YouTube channel. It'd be really successful for me to put this video out. Bang. That's what I would say. And as far as like the KIV and Mo and the things they say, the one thing that pisses me off is they belittle, the YouTube thing. Like, ha, you doing this for $10 and 10 subs. Wow, you sell your soul for $10 and 10 subs. No, it's just somebody that's willing to put in the work, is really to put in the work to get something else out of Madden, man. And to belittle that where somebody starts, you have to make $1 before you make $1,000. And for them to consistently belittle that, like you're a clown for putting in the work, for doing all this for YouTube, that's what I don't like, because honestly, I feel like if you're not doing YouTube, I think you're a step behind, because as much as we talk about all the competitive, how much money we make from competitive, it's pennies compared to what money is in content and Madden. And for someone like KAUS to see that and really put the grind in to improve his channel and really get that going is something that a lot of Madden players should do, but they just don't have the time and they just don't want to put in the work that's involved in Madden and YouTube. So it's definitely, I just hate when they belittle that and talk about, oh, haha, you're a fool for doing this for $10. When in actuality, I mean, that's the work you're going to have to put in if you really want to make a career out of Madden. Because I know it's goddamn tough making a career trying to win these tournaments. So I really do hate that when they belittle the stuff, but you know, a lot of things could have been handled differently in the situation. But when they went back and forth, that's the two things I didn't like. Like, there's nothing wrong with getting 10 subs and $10, because that's where everybody starts in 2K or in that's where everybody starts in YouTube. You don't start with 100,000 subs and a million views. You don't start like that. Got to start somewhere. And what else I would say? And in KAUS, man, you got to just say, yeah, I do it for the views, honestly. Yeah, I definitely want more Madden drama, man. I like the Madden drama. I feel like I have a good foot and be able to comment on the Madden drama, but we'll definitely see more drama down the line, man. But next week, man, really excited to see these DC brackets. I want to see who everybody plays. Obviously, I'll be rooting heavy for Skimbo Boogs, CLEFF, and Vilma, man. They really going to hold it down. Uh, I really expect Skimbo to do well. Obviously, CLEFF going to do well. I expect Vilma to pop up and really pop and really just hopefully make his first live event, if not make a lot of noise and go deep into this event. I think Vilma's playing really good Madden. If he gets that 3-3-5 defense, he's going to be a handful for anybody. And obviously, I'm really rooting for those guys. Hopefully, we get a bracket. I'll tell you this, man. If we get a bracket tomorrow or Thursday, we might do a surprise podcast. We might do it from home. We might do something. I gotta see. I gotta see what the matchups look like, what the bracket looks down the road. When is Little Johnny going to play more than a game? That's going to be the game I'm looking for, and I'm really excited about that. So next week, hopefully, there's some streams. I think next week we'll be able to talk about the guys. I think the 16 people that have made the Madden Challenge, that's going to be awesome. Hopefully, all my guys make it, man. I'm really definitely looking forward to that. But I appreciate y'all coming through. The chat's really bumping. I know y'all all got an opinion on KIV and KAUS, man. I think we all do. And I told you mine and why I think it's bad for KIV and why they're arguing, what I didn't like about them arguing. But nevertheless, I appreciate you guys coming, man. I want you to comment below in the comment section whether you think KAUS should have put the game on YouTube. He should have waited. What should he have done with that content, man? Comment below. Let me know what you think. This was Needed Podcast, episode 18. I'm out of here.